Q-Control claim that they get better algorithm success. So what they're saying is that they're running on a regular quantum computer, so small number of gates, but they are getting better success. And I am not sure if they are getting a better success by talking about the fault tolerance, so they're getting less errors, or are they simply can run an algorithm that we thought would need 9,000 qubits and they can run it on 1,000 qubits, something like that. So I'm not sure about what exactly they got there, but they ran it, they use it for a very specific algorithm and got really nice results. I think this, of course, they need to run it on other algorithms and see what they and see that it is reproducible on other algorithms, not just on the specific algorithm that they've done it. But it looks really interesting. We are following these things, you know, Kevin. You are
very closely.
Yes.
Yeah. So is it like dealing with very faulty hardware and finding a way to correct for the errors, kind of thing?
Yes. Yes. And okay, there are two ways of doing that, right? You can say I can correct the errors, or I can get a better algorithm to not have that many errors. So I'm not sure what exactly they've done there. I have not read the paper exactly, but from what I've seen, people were really impressed with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing too. And then if anybody else, I see Philip, you're still on. Salvador, Ron, Tim, any other comments regarding Q-Control? This is their website here. They pick a very dark color scheme. But yeah, this one says 9,000 improvement in quantum algorithmic success, which pretty much sums that up. So are there any other questions for Shahar?
Shahar, I do have a question for you. So with the huge interest in drug discovery for artificial intelligence and maybe now quantum computing applications for that, what kind of benchmarking are you doing in terms of real laboratory experiment or laboratory results that back up what you're finding? The thing is, in the drug discovery realm, is that a lot of these protein targets, they undergo flexibility and they have different kinds of energy thresholds and energy barriers that impinge upon what might be just a purely biophysical measurement that you might make with some kind of a crystal structure. But they're more dynamic, more complex than that. And where do you stand, and where do you think the field stands in terms of fleshing that out?
So I cannot speak for the field. I can speak about the level of accuracy that we are getting and our level of prediction. So I told you we're using a funnel, but what I skimmed over is that at the end of the funnel, when we get to a much smaller number of molecules, but these molecules came from a large virtual chemical space, but the number of molecules we get at the end, which is about 2,000, now we have to test them on a very high accuracy calculation. And this is doing quantum chemistry, not quantum computing. So QMMM, which is a method that includes the flexibility of the protein. It also includes the behavior of these molecules in water. And that's one of the reasons why we get a more accurate results. So our molecules are, the predictions that we make are accurate. And we've done some testing to show that. We've done this looking backward. So can we predict something that was measured in the literature? And we're also doing it looking forward. So we are designing molecules and then we're taking them to the lab, synthesizing them and measuring them. So we're looking at this both backward and forward. AI is a local method, okay? The quantum computing is a global method. So AI is a method that looks at the past, and it's only as good as your data set.